1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. What is going on, you guys? Keith Garns here with a huge... What? It's not fucking Blu-ray. Now, this is a DVD collection that they no longer make. This is... This is the official Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Every film except for the shitty remake is in this bitch. Oh, and Freddy vs. Jason. Can you really count that as a Nightmare on Elm Street? I don't think so. Okay, so on this side you have the new Freddy that they brought in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. On the top you have New Line Cinema presents the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. As you see, this box is kind of in rough shape. On this side, see the tear here and stuff, it's not in great shape, but it's not bad either. I've had this for a few years. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection with the classic Freddy Krueger from the original films, and of course Freddy's Scary Eyes with the list of all the movies you get, and of course once again the Nightmare on Elm Street series here, and a nice terror box there. Underneath is the barcode that they scanned at Fry's Electronics when I bought it, and the New Line Cinema insignia. Alright, let's go ahead and see what you get with this thing. So first off, when you open it, you pull out a special book and a movie that wants to come with it. On the back of the book here, you have New Line Cinema, and in the corner you have Freddy Krueger being a creeper. On the front here you have the remake, well, not the remake, but like, you know, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, how he looked in the new take on Freddy, I guess. Now, as you kind of scroll through this, you just get pictures. There's Freddy Krueger from the first film. Sorry. There's some still shots of young Johnny Depp. A lot of people don't know he was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and it just goes through all the different movies, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to show you all that because I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. Alright, let's see. So, all the movies make up Freddy Krueger on the side. But when you take them apart, they're no longer Freddy. Alright, enough of that shit. So let's go ahead and start out with the first disc here. This is actually a bonus disc. This is all of the behind the scenes stuff. The back is plain black. All of them are plain black on the back except for like the detail of what the movie is about. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this disc, because each disc has its own special disc art. These actually are really in great shape, because I don't really watch these movies often. I have to be in the mood, but I do love them. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have this nice box set if I didn't love them. So that's your bonus disc that I don't think I've ever watched. Put these all back. Alright, so let's start out. The classic with a shirtless, under the cover... What was her name? I'm sorry, I'm not a big enough fan to know. I'm going to cheat. Nancy. Say, I would have never guessed. So there's a shirtless Nancy from the original film. This is the original poster art, I believe, from when the film released. A Nightmare on Elm Street written there. And then, yeah, you open up this here. Great condition inside, as well as the disc. The disc there with Freddy's silhouette. And then there you go with all the chapters, and the special features are listed. Next up is my personal favorite of the series, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Now, this is actually my favorite one of the movies. Sometimes I think the studios make the second one better, but not all the time. The only other one that I think the second is better in the movies is like Back to the Future Part 2. I think that's a lot better than the first and way better than the third. But anyway, there you go. Back, of course, just has information that you don't give a shit to read. Great condition as well on the inside. There's a picture of Freddy Krueger in the shadows, as well as your chapters. Moving on. This is when the movie started kind of getting stupid. This is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. This wasn't too bad, but this is kind of when they were pretty much out of ideas, and they probably should have just left it as a 2-part movie and never touched it again. 3, Freddy in the Silhouette again. Chapters, special features listed, etc., etc. One of the worst, in my opinion, this is possibly, maybe even the worst, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Stupid title as well. Cool cover art though, right? I mean, it's pretty sweet. Of course, your disc and your chapters. Okay, moving on. Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. What the hell even that means, but there you go. Pretty cool art though. I mean, all of them have really cool, nice illustrated art. It's really cool. Go ahead on the inside. Of course, you have your chapters and your disc. Yet again, Freddy in the shadows. He likes shadows. He's a fucking creeper. Alright, and next up is A Nightmare on Elm Street 6, but it's just called Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Yeah, my ass. This, I think, was supposed to be the final nightmare, but it wasn't the final movie. There's Freddy. One time you're not in the fucking shadows, but you're in the clouds. My god. And some bus underneath him. But he's in the shadow on the disc. I spoke too soon, people. And there's all your chapter special features. And of course, the last one they made in the original series, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. This was actually a really good movie. I really liked how the dream world was mixed in. I mean, the real world, like Robert Englund was in it, and he's like, yeah, I play Freddy, blah, 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 but then Freddy himself comes to life. That was a pretty original idea. I got to give it to Wes Craven. He definitely pulled it off. Chapters and the disc. This time, he's not in the shadows. Wow, the only disc that he's not in the shadows. Yeah, you know what? Wow. I don't smoke, so don't sit there and, you need to quit smoking. Nah, those are dusty as fuck. I have not watched this in a long time, because like I said, I have to be in the mood. Anyway, this is the Keith Carnes. Thank you for viewing. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you liked what you saw here. If you didn't, well, thanks for coming by and giving it a shot. Anyway, this is the Keith Carnes, and I will see you guys in the next piece.